back, YouTube, man, to another episode of Msp Ep Podcast. This your boy Mike, a.k.a. Booby, a.k.a. Choke Yourself.
Hey, this your boy Darth Vader, Daryl, Wild again, Get Out My Face again, Solomon Grundy again, Space Ghost again, and all the other good stuff, man. Santee, South Carolina Finals, man.
We may not always be right. We may not always be wrong.
But y'all's going to get a modest opinion of what we're speaking on.
So we're going to go ahead and jump into week, I think it's 8?
9.
Week 9. Week 9 in the NFL, man. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's jump head into it. So,
we're going to jump into
Thursday. We're going to go Thursday. We're going to start off Thursday. The Jets had a hell of a game against Houston, Texas. You starting already. You ain't going 2 minutes.
Hey, man, you going to jump in like Greg Louganis, man? Hey, man, in Liverpool, let's jump on in, man. Hey.
I ain't even about to follow up on that, man. That nigga say Greg Louganis. Hey, man, I ain't even about to do that. But we're going to start with the Jets, man. The Jets beat Houston last Thursday night football. Hey, man, this dude here, man. Hey, he can't hold his laughter to save his life, man. So,
man.
Yeah, like I said, I was saying, the Jets had an impressive win last week against Houston. They beat them. Probably the greatest catch of this year was by Gary Wilson.
Yo, yeah, man.
He had not one, but two of them like that, 2 touchdowns. He was catching one, but the one in the end zone, the second one was spectacular. But a lot of people, I'm going to just say this, a lot of people, I didn't want to harp on this, and I'm not trying to harp on this, but I told a lot of people last year C.J. Stroud was having this phenomenal year. This year, he ain't looking like that. He's not looking even close to that. He's not looking even hard. Somebody was saying that the other day, and I'm like, see? People would keep saying he had, I say, when people get film on him, you're going to switch it up. The offensive line is pretty bad. But he has regressed a lot.
No, I won't say that. No.
All right, go back and look.
The offensive line probably, but yes, they still win the game. They what, 6-2?
No. Oh, no, they ain't no 62.
They what?
I can go tell you right now, they ain't no 62. I can tell you that right now. You talking about the Houston Texans 6-2?
Yeah, are they 6-2?
No, they're not no
6-3.
Hold up. They play Halloween night.
Yeah.
They're 6-3.
Yeah, I told you that. So they're good. They're okay.
They're not. Nah.
What's C.J. Stroud? What's his touchdown interception? You pull that
I ain't got, but yeah. I'm just, we ain't gonna get into that individuals, but if you want to get into stats,
I mean, we ain't gotta get into it.
We can. The season, he's thrown for 2,130 yards. He's been sacked 30 times. 11 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
So he good. He's straight. The offensive line is what's breaking down. He ain't regret.
Well, let me ask you this though. Okay, so his offensive line breaking down, but they gave Bryce Young hell.
Hey, but
so what's the difference?
But at least he's throwing touchdowns. Bryce Young wasn't throwing nothing.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. But like I said, I just wanted to say the C.J. Stroud people that were jumping on that wagon just so hard, just
he's still good, man.
But like I say, Jets won the game, so we're gonna move on to Sunday game.
Okay. Sunday
games, we can start off a plethora. We can start out, but we're gonna start out with them Dirty Birds down there in Atlanta, man.
Kirk Cousins, man, I've been telling you every week, man. Hey, man,
Cowboy fan. It seems like a repeated thing every week now.
It seems like is it R. Kelly? It seems like they're ready.
They damn sure ain't ready. They damn sure reverse ready. Shit, they ain't ready. Oh no, Dak done pull a ham. CD Lamb.
Did he actually pull a ham or?
Hey man, writing on the wall. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Bubba Dub came on.
Hey,
shout out to Bubba Dub. Bubba Dub came up. He came on there with Buffalo gear on. Hey, that go to show you how bad it is. He done changed. He ain't even talking. He came in with Buffalo gear on.
Hey man, you talking about our homeboy at work? He want to switch up too, huh?
Oh man, hey, the Cowboy in there was so bad. Hershon say, I ain't a Cowboy, but I'm a Chiefs fan. Chiefs undefeated. Not even going to the NFL. You didn't even go to Houston, Texas, which is the other team in Texas. You went to a whole nother city.
About the state,
hey, listen, hey man, when I say it look bad, and I can say that, and I can say that proudly because you know why?
What?
When you are supposed to be an American team, you don't supposed to look like this here.
Hey man,
you don't supposed to look like this.
It seems like Jerry Jones.
And if I'm not mistaken, ain't that they got beat by San Fran last week? The week before that, I think they got beat by. Was it at home?
Yeah, it was another home loss. I forgot who it was.
Man, let me pull this up right quick. I
forgot who it was.
Let me pull the Cowboys up.
Was it Detroit?
It been Cowboys 3-5.
Was it Detroit? Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah, I think it was Detroit.
Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh, yeah, okay. So the Falcons beat them 27-21. 49 beat them 30-24. The Lions beat them 47-9. And they beat the Steelers and they beat the Giants back-to-back weeks. And the Ravens beat them. And the Saints blew them out. But let me tell you something. Their next 3 games, they got Eagles at home, Houston at home, and at the Commanders. Hey, man.
Those are division games, right?
No.
The Commanders are division
Commanders are division game. And
Eagles.
You got the Eagles next week at home, Houston, Texas at home, and you go to Washington.
So, which one? All 3 of those are division games, or just 2 of them?
No, Houston in the division game. Then you got Washington.
Okay.
So Washington would be a Sunday game before Thanksgiving, and on Thanksgiving Day they have a home game against the Giants. So that's their next 4 games. Okay. So you got 3 of the next 4 games are divisional games.
Okay, that's all.
But Houston is in between there, and so Dallas. I'm looking at it like this here, man. Dallas could be on a good 5-game losing streak going into 6. They can lose the Eagles, Houston, and the Commanders.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell Cowboy fan, man, go ahead and get your brochures, call your travel agency, call you call whoever you want to call, cause y'all damn see nowhere. Listen.
Where they going? Putin Carnival? Where they going?
Shit Carnival. I can't. It don't matter where they going, but they ain't going to the playoffs. When I tell you, it make me feel so good for the Cowboys team to lose. It does my soul so much justice if y'all lose.
Hey, man.
But like I say, that's the
we was getting to our coworkers there too, man. Hey, man, shout out to Urshaw, man.
Nah, ain't no shout out to him, man. He was man. And another game I want to talk about, man. Baltimore Ravens. The reason I'm talking, we skipped over this last week. We skipped over this, and I'm gonna get back on it right now. Before we get it, Baltimore won 41-10. But Sean Payton, I'm gonna look at this camera. You probably ain't gonna watch this. You probably don't know who I am. But you weren't arrogant. You know what? You arrogant.
What happened, man?
When you beat the Panthers, you went in the press conference. I've never seen a coach do this. You went into the press conference after the game and say, we're supposed to beat the Panthers. That's a bad team over there. For you to come out and even open your mouth to say that, just openly open your mouth and say that, you're supposed to at least have respect for your other opponent. Even if behind closed door, you say that behind closed door. That's different. But when you open your mouth and say that on national TV for everybody to see it, the Panthers are bad, man. They're a bad team because the Panthers was upset last week. They was running trick plays and trying to run them score on them. So, fast forward to this week. You played a real team because you said this in yourself. We'll play better teams than the Panthers in the coming weeks. Well, you played one Sunday, you got your ass whooped. Bad. And then what's so bad, I was watching the game just to see what y'all gonna do. A lot of your boys making business decisions when Derrick Henry come through there. Hey, man, you want to hit them? Nah, I really want to hit them. Derrick Henry running all through y'all.
Yeah, man, run through.
And that's what you get for running your mouth. See, you run your mouth instead of being humble and being... See, people like you right there, man. People like you. I ain't like you when you was a Saints coach. I damn sure like you now. But let's get what? You got your ass whooped. That what happened. You took ass whooping Sunday. For the Raiders in Cincinnati, Raiders, man, hey.
They fired 2 offensive coaches.
Hey, they fired a whole lot more than them too. Hey, Pierce trying to get that heat off him because he might be next.
He might be next.
Hey, man, listen, they did fire 2 today and somebody else, but it's 41-24, man. Joe Burrow had 5 touchdown passes. He was doing this thing. A good game, surprisingly, was the Patriots and Tennessee Titans. They went to overtime.
Yeah. It was good.
Titans won 2017. I feel like the Patriots need to stick with Drake May because I feel like anything else, if you're gonna throw him out there, just leave him out there. But I'm almost to the point too is you need to sit him down. You got Brissett. You should have been letting Brissett play and let Drake May just because you ain't really going nowhere this year. So this is the year. I don't understand about the organizations. If you got a veteran quarterback like Brissett or Andy Dalton or something like that, let the young guys sit behind them for a year and learn the system. If not a whole year, at least half the season. Then you can throw them in there when your season already pretty much, and then you can see what you got.
Maybe I guess he probably wanted to see what Drake May had. You know what I'm saying?
But the same thing with Bryce Young. You're throwing him in there after 3-4 weeks. I think Kobe Brissett played 2 or 3 games. They threw him in there after that. Yeah. So you're not giving him time. We're going to go to Buffalo. Go ahead.
Because you got to think about, too, that during that time, their offense, they wasn't really scoring no points, too. Maybe he wanted to see if they can, jumpstart the offense. I'm just looking kind of like looking at
I understand the concept.
Yeah.
But you got to go into a season already knowing that This is gonna be a hard. It's gonna be a rebuilding year for us.
Yeah.
You can't throw that kid in there like that, and you really don't have a lot of stars. It's hard, but like I say, it's kind of hard. But then we want to go to Buffalo and Miami. That was a good game.
It tagged TT, man. He for some reason when he gets back in when he started playing this week.
TT?
Yeah.
Who
TT below, man.
Oh, you said TT?
Yeah, TT, man. His first name started with T, last name with T.
I didn't know who TT was. You said TT. I like TT. I said, who the hell is TT? Hey, I didn't know who TT was.
The whole team seemed like they got a breath of fresh air, man, rejuvenated.
No, let's be very clear.
Yeah.
The Miami Dolphins are a way different team when Tua's playing.
Exactly. Yep.
But the problem we have with Tua is he's injury prone with that head.
Yep.
So at some point, either they gave him the bag in all season, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they gave him a bag.
Yeah, they gave him the bag.
But what they should have done is go out and get the best reserve quarterback you can. So if in case he does get hurt, you have somebody behind him.
I think they'll probably do that.
And I think somebody like Kobe Brissett would have been good. Yeah. Tyron Taylor would have been good. It's a lot of other quarterbacks. Veteran quarterback could be right behind him because he's only one hit away.
Yeah, exactly.
And when he got hit, that team went down south quick. So Miami's one of them teams you gonna say, but they not as bad as their record are.
Exactly.
We know that.
We know that.
But by him being out 4 or 5 weeks,
at least,
that pretty much half that season shot. So Miami is in a situation where they gotta figure out a way to keep him healthy. A or B, you gotta find you a better quarterback that can back him up, like you know, a la Gardner Minshew or something like that. You know, somebody who come in. The next game was the Chargers beat the Browns, which I'm shocked at that score because after the Browns beat Baltimore last week, you thinking they was on the high.
About 3 interceptions, huh?
Yeah, he might be trying to get some more of them seafood, them crab legs or something. I guess. Hey man, I don't know. Hey man, famous James. Hey, he good one week and he bad one week.
Hey man.
So we can pretty much just skip over that game.
Exactly.
But Washington Commanders did what they had to do. They had a big lead. I don't know how the world Giants came back, but they won 27-22.
But you know how them division games is always like that, though, no matter what the record is.
Yeah. And then there's not a lot to say about that. And just like the next game, Philadelphia against Jaguars. The Jaguars, man. I mean,
what happened to them, man?
I don't know. They thought they might be still in London playing. I don't know, man. They might be playing 2 different games. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Jacksonville, I just don't know if Doug Peterson
is the one.
At first, he got there, he helped them out, but it's like they regressing. They lost their playoff game to the Chargers, if I'm not mistaken, against Herbert, and they have fallen back ever since. I'm just like, I don't understand. So I don't understand how you can be up here or you going up this way, then all of a sudden you just down. I don't get it, man. So it just don't understand the concept. I don't see it, but you know, the Eagles won. Everybody talking about the Saquon Barkley play. He spit, moved, then he turned around and did like a, you know, like he about to reverse dunk.
What he did, he
mashed
on the Nintendo stick.
Yeah, he bad. Hey, but he spit on them jokers. Then he went back. I said he gonna dunk that thing. I was like, what he doing? Saquon, man, is a freak of nature, man. Hope he stay healthy, but he's making a big difference. But AJ Brown went out the game. Don't know if he came back. I think it was his groin. If I'm not mistaken, when I was watching the game.
So his groin was aggravated earlier in the season too, right? I think it was.
Man, one thing about AJ Brown, I ain't gonna say, but he stay hurt a lot. He stay hurt a lot. I mean, you know, you can't, you know, when he on the field, he's good. But my thing is, availability is always the best thing. So, you know, I'm not knocking him, but he got to stay on the field, man. A team that's been hot, and I ain't really been talking about this team. Is Arizona Cardinals? They won 3 in a row. They won 29-9 against the Bears.
Hey man, it seemed like they find. I don't know.
They finally their niche. As a matter of fact, they made a trade today for a DN from Denver Broncos. They got him for a 6th round pick.
Okay.
So now I think they seeing themselves that they can win that division. So I commend them. If they think you can win because
top of the division too, right?
Yeah, because Seattle, San Fran, the Rams, it's a tight division.
The Rams won last night.
The Rams did win.
Okay.
The Rams beat Seattle and Seattle.
So they now, okay, go ahead. My bad.
No, we're gonna get to that game next, but that division is kind of tight. But the Rams got their receivers back, but Arizona they only and James Conner running like a man possessed. When he played at Pittsburgh, he kind of ran timid. I don't know what it was, but he got to Arizona. Man, he grown man running. Shout out to him. Shout out to Kyler Murray. They doing their thing out there. They quietly doing
I think
it.
the reason why James Conner run like that because he ain't really got ain't nobody else that can kind of back arrows, or as far as the running back is concerned. I know when he was at Pittsburgh, you had what's my man?
He was sharing carries with.
Yeah, he was sharing carries with.
It wasn't the guy that just was Najee Harris.
Yeah, it was Harris, I think. Yeah.
Maybe him and Harris when Harris first got there. I'm assuming so.
There, yeah.
But and then the game he was just mentioning, my partner was the Rams won 26-20 in overtime. If you saw that overtime catch that Robinson kid made, one hand, and he stuck the landing. It's like a lot of these guys. It's almost now got to the point where a lot of these one hand catches is almost like it's normal now.
He threw it in the basket though.
Yeah, but he caught it. But guess what? You said it right. Stafford threw it right where he could. He caught it right and just pulled it in. So, Geno Smith threw a 103-yard interception.
Right, you saw that, man. Hey, man, I'm like, who he throwing to the Rams squad? Because there was nobody else in it. I ain't seen a Seattle Seahawks receiver.
I didn't either. I seen five Rams. Then I don't know. Maybe he thought. I don't know. I have no idea.
Maybe he might have color blindness, man.
Maybe he got that famous Jameis, man. He was seeing. I don't know. But dude went back 103 yards, man. But like I say, they ended up beating Seattle in Seattle, which is that's the division game. That hurts.
That hurts, yeah.
Let's get to the major game of the day was Green Bay and Detroit.
Hey, man.
Two slugger knots, but
hey, man.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
Detroit for real, man.
Detroit is my sleeper to go to the Super Bowl, the NFC.
Detroit City, man.
Hey, if Detroit, and like I say, if Detroit does represent the NFC, I'd be happy. If they win the Super Bowl, I'd be happy. Because Dan Campbell, a testament to their ownership. Dan Campbell got to that team.
They stuck with
they was horrible. But guess what they did?
They had like a 0. They were 0-6. They had like
he was crying on the sideline. But guess what they happened? They stuck with him. They stuck with him. Organization need to figure this and watch their blueprint. They stuck with him until he got his right quarterback. He got his right receiver, Amon Brown. He got Gibbs. He got Montgomery. Listen, they are loaded. They are loaded.
And they will lay wood.
And listen, I just do for Green Bay yesterday. What in the rain? 32 branch came across there and hit him. I don't think Buddy knew he was that. But listen, man. But
they laying wood on you when you come in there now.
But like I say, they do gotta play again. But going to Green Bay into their environment outside and raining and nasty for Detroit for a team that's in the dome to go outside and beat them, they're telling me a lot about Dan Campbell.
Yeah, he got
and And last night the Sunday night game was Minnesota and the Colts. I didn't watch none of that. But Minnesota won 21-13. But the last game we're gonna talk about is obvious, man. The damn Panthers won, man. The Carolina Panthers won. Let's give it up, man. They look and listen. I got to say a couple of things about the game. I watched the whole game. I'm proud of Sanders. JT Sanders, the tight end. He's a rookie. Coker, undrafted free agent, number 18. He's a rookie. He balled out. Xavier Legette, another rookie. He balled out. Chuba Hubbard been doing his thing all year. But I can honestly say yesterday. Now I know people gonna be saying Olave got hurt. Number 22, they fast receivers out for the year, but Carr came back. The defense played sound. It didn't play great, but they played sound. When Saints got into the red zone, the Panthers made them kick field goal the first couple times. So my thing is, it was 6-0 early, and the Panthers went up on the get touchdown. But nip it tuck. But let me just say this for Bryce Young. Bryce Young, I believe this in my whole heart of hearts. Against Denver last week, he played okay. He didn't play great, but he played okay. Yesterday he played sound. The interception he had yesterday, Legette, if you watch the game, Dude took the ball from Legette, but he put the ball right on Legette. When I say Legette, and I don't know how the dude took it from him, when Legette was falling down.
Because he was falling down. Dude kind of like had his hand kind of like already in the cookie jar anyway.
But listen, but you got to give him credit.
Yeah.
But even though the interception going Bryce, to me, the only thing I see the Panthers can't do right now, they're not a good screen team.
They're not.
All these throwing lateral sideways. And Canales, I know why you're doing it to a certain degree, but you got to take the chains off of Bryce and let Bryce throw the ball down the field. Every time Bryce threw the ball down the field, something good happened. When you be throwing these balls sideways, we always in the negative.
Yeah, the negative.
You got to give, you got, at some point, you got to say, you know what, I got to start opening the playbook more.
I would rather him, instead of doing that, I would rather him throw quick slants. Quick slants, you always going to get a 3.
And the thing is, now when Dawg was playing, he was throwing a lot of quick slants. He don't see, to me, this is I'm not, from what I'm watching, The game he called for Andy Dalton is completely different what he called for Young. I don't know why. But my thing is, he threw a slant to Leggett for the touchdown. But my thing is, the ball threw the ball down to J.T. Sanders. He went and got it. So my thing is, you got to open the playbook and let this young kid, because Coker can run, Leggett can run. Like I said, you need another receiver. Now, hopefully, if you don't trade Adam Thielen, because this is the night before the draft, the trade deadline. So if Thielen does come back, if they don't trade him, that could be your third receiver.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to trade him because I think they may see.
I heard they say they want to keep him for mentorship and keep the young. But they say they're not going to trade. From what I heard, they're not going to trade Clowney because they want. I mean, veterans.
Clowney made a play.
He finally woke up.
And helped them win the game.
Yeah, but I mean, far few in between.
Yeah.
But
that was a good defensive.
Mike Jackson made a hell of a play on the fourth down play. And I saw something today I never seen before. Both of the corners for the Panthers didn't give up a pass to no receivers all day yesterday. I read that. So Mike Jackson and Jason Horn been balling all year. And I'm gonna tell you something. Mike Jackson is not bad on the other side. If your front four can get to the quarterback a little quicker, that can help your secondary out. And number 36, he's another rookie on Richardson. He had 12 sacks. Then you got Tavion Wallace. He's a linebacker. So listen, what we saying, if you listen to what we're saying, a lot of these guys are rookies. So that's telling me Dan Morgan, first draft pick, this is first draft class. This is first draft class. Coker was undrafted. Leggett was first round. Sanders was second round. Brooks hadn't even played yet. Tavion Wallace, I want to say he was a 4th or 5th round pick, linebacker. Richardson, I think might have been. I'm not sure where he was, but I'm saying all of their picks this year are actually playing on the field.
And contributing.
They contribute. That's exactly what I'm saying. So
Brooks, is he supposed to be starting probably this week, right?
I got a feeling with Brooks, to be completely honest. Tomorrow would be the situation. They didn't use Sanders a lot yesterday.
No, they didn't. No.
So I'm thinking if they don't use him, somebody's calling him for him so he don't get hurt. Then if he get traded, then Brooks will step right in to help him out. And somebody said something in a report I saw the other day. The Panthers can have, if they resign Chuba back, they can have Brooks and Chuba can be like Montgomery and Gibbs. You always need a 1-2 punch.
Definitely.
Always need. And my thing is, Chuba has shown to me, I want to give a shout out to this kid. This kid here, Chuba was the person that I used to get mad at when McCaffrey was here, when he would spell McCaffrey. He'll come in and drop balls. He would fumble. He would he would run with his eyes closed. I don't know what he learned or what he followed McCaffrey. When McCaffrey it's something like when he got traded. When McCaffrey got traded to San Fran, that when Chuba Hubbard said, you know what?
His confidence level wasn't as high because, McCaffrey, McCaffrey was probably every down back. He knew he wasn't hardly going to get.
But he learned from a great back. But I tell you what, this kid here, man, listen, number 30, you get all the profit from me, man. You got busted up in the lip. Your lip was busted. That last touchdown run, woo, man, you stopped in the hole and you jumped. Hey, man, listen. But shout out to the Panthers. That was 322 days ago. Was the first time we won at home, almost a whole calendar year before they won a home game. They done won 2 games. They only won 2 all that. And this is what I want to hear about Panther fans. This is what I want to hear. Oh, they messed up the draft. They messed up the draft pick. Y'all want to keep picking in the top 3, 4, or you want to be like the Commanders and start winning?
Draft picks ain't definite, man. It ain't a guarantee you're gonna get you a great.
And if I'm not mistaken, I watched some college football the weekend. I know everybody high on Cam Ward. I'm not as high on him like everybody else. I'm just not. I'm just being honest. If I had to pick, if I was the Panthers, I'd take Travis Hunter or that kid from Penn State. They got a kid at Penn State look like a mini Michael Parsons, number 11. And listen, when I say he be coming, Lord have mercy. Hey, I watched them play against Ohio State Saturday. Hey, listen. Boy, he got in there so quick, man. I said, listen, dude here. They say he like Michael Parsons. Panthers know we need an edge rusher. He's small like Michael Parsons. He's fast like Michael Parsons. So if you don't pick first, and if you stick with Bryce Young, and you go ahead and say we're going to make it work with Bryce with all these young receivers and running back. If you stick with the young core and Chuba and all these guys, you start working on your defense. I would be mad at Travis Hunter or the other kid.
I think Dan Morgan probably already kind of got that lineup. He already probably looking at the players that he wants. Especially with the draft. I know it's
because on defense, because on defense, I feel like Horn is a stabilizer. When Derrick Brown come back, we know he's a force. Tavion Wallace, I like him. I like Mike Jackson on the other side. So if you don't go Travis Hunter, you get another edge rusher. I'm happy with that.
I'm pretty sure.
But you gotta build your D line. your D-line, because my thing is, I still saw Carr have every quarterback we done played have all the time in the world. Now, granted, if Derrick Brown was healthy in there, Derrick Brown pushes that pocket. Maybe them guys can get up there, but Derrick Brown is gone. So now it's time to see what the other guys gonna do and what you can do. So they are pretty much playing for next year and other teams.
Yeah.
Can we go ahead and ball out? Like I said, they played good, and the Panthers will be playing Sunday.
Yeah, I think
in London.
I got a real good feeling they're gonna win that game. Man.
They play Sunday in London, 9:30. Panthers fans, right? And they play the Giants. So Brian Burns gonna want to get back at them, but get up and watch the game. If you're a Panther fan, hey, support the team. And another great thing I feel about the Panthers, I ain't heard from David Tepper.
Yeah, man, he went Deep Space Nine, man.
He who?
Deep Space Nine.
What is it?
I mean, he in outer space, man. They can't.
I haven't heard a peep from him.
They don't need to hear from him.
And I really believe Dan Morgan said, if you want me to have this job, you need to let me and Dave Canales run this, and you get the F out the way and move out the way. And I feel like you got people that know sports. You got Dan Morgan who played the game. Let these guys get 2 or 3 years. Now, after the 3rd year, if they ain't doing nothing, then you can say make a change. Let these guys develop and let these guys build something and see if we can get. Because my thing is, Commanders got one player. They had the same team. They got one player, which is a quarterback, and they hit a home run, and they made it. And they got Frankie Louvu. They got Frankie. They got some. And they
changed ownership. They got well, man was running them in the ground.
Well, we can't talk about the owners. We ain't gonna talk about owners. Daniel Snyder.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hey, but we ain't gonna talk about owners. Cause I mean, and Jerry Jones, man, like every time they lose, man, he look like he get about 5 years older, man.
He get a year older every time.
No, 5 years older, man. Hey, listen. Hey, man, listen. I was looking at him the other day. He should have done. He said, I ain't never gonna be this bad, but we ain't gonna keep hollering on the Cowboys. But listen, just like Stephen A. Smith say, man, how about them Cowboys before we end this? So like I say, man, catch us on the next episode, man. Holler at your boys, man.
Check out the dudes, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man.
We're gonna holler at your boys later. Peace out, man.
Peace out, man.